Rocky is a South Korean singer-rapper, dancer-choreographer, and an actor who rose to prominence when he became a member of the Korean popular or K-pop boy band Astro under the management of Fantagio Corp. Rocky was born Park Min-hyuk on the 25th of February 1999 in Jinju, South Gyeongsang Province, South Korea. There is not much information about his early life and family except that he has a brother who is 4 years younger. His parents are very supportive of his musical career. They noticed his passion for dancing and encouraged him to audition at the age of 11. Educationally, from 2012 to 2015, he attended Yeonbuk Middle School, then studied at Seoul Music High School in 2015, but transferred to Hanlim Multi-Arts School in Seoul before the year end. But before that, do you want to win any of these items on your screen? If so, make sure to watch the whole video, like, comment a hidden keyword, and subscribe for your chance to enter. It's that easy. He auditioned in Korea's Got Talent in 2011, but didn't make it, and he also appeared in a drama series produced by Mnet entitled Perseverance Gu Haera in 2015. Along with Eunwoo, MJ, Jinjin, Moonbin, and Sunha, Rocky debuted in Astro on the 23rd of February 2016 with the release of their first extended play EP, Spring Up. The group performed the lead track Hide and Seek as well as the second single Cat's Eye on the popular cable music show Mnet's M Countdown 2 days after its release. It was well received as the EP peaked at number 4 on the South Korean Gaon album chart and ranked at number 6 on Billboard's World Album chart. Rocky was involved in creating some of the dance choreography used in promoting the songs. With the moderate success of the first EP, Astro released 2 more EPs for the year. Summer Vibes with the lead track Breathless was released on the 1st of July 2016, and Autumn Play with the lead track Confession was out in November. Both EPs did better than their debut EP, with the third one selling over 60,000 units. A week after they were released, both of them entered the top 10 rankings on the Gaon album and Billboard World Album charts. The official MVs of the lead track totaled over 28 million views. As he did on the first EP, Rocky also contributed to the creative process of the choreography that the group used for some of the songs they performed in this EP. The boys so impressed overseas producers that they were included in the lineup of performing artists for the yearly 3-day Korean convention in downtown Los Angeles, dubbed as KCON LA 2016. It was a festival of everything Korean, and those who trended for the year flew in from Seoul to help celebrate Korean culture. Astro performed its hits at the Staples Center, along with other huge K-pop stars, including Super Junior, Red Velvet, Sista, and Zion T. With 3 EPs under their belt, Astro had their first live showcase and fan meeting at the Kpop Art Center in Seoul. They also performed a series of shows in other key cities in Asia, such as Jakarta, Tokyo, and Bangkok. While Astro was busy during their rookie year, it wasn't as successful compared to other phenomenal rookies in the South Korean entertainment industry. Rocky and the boys knew that they needed to work even harder than before, and the group released 3 EPs in 2017, with Rocky and the other members collaborating in the creative process of the songs. The first one, Winter Dream, was released in February, the culmination of the seasonal EP series they started in 2016. It should have held on again as the lead track, but the fans were surprised that it wasn't promoted on television, even though the EP peaked at number 2 on Gaon album chart. Their record label let the boys rest after their grueling debut year that they had. The second one, Dream Part 1, was released on the 29th of May 2017 with 8 songs, including the lead track Baby. All the lyrics of the songs were co-written by Rocky. For this EP, the boys promoted hard by performing in all popular music shows and other festivals around South Korea. Their hard work paid off as it topped the Gaon album chart and peaked at number 6 on Billboard's World Album chart with a total of over 100,000 units sold. The third EP, Dream Part 2, with the lead track Crazy Sexy Cool, was released in November. While it peaked at number 2 on the Gaon album chart and number 5 on Billboard's World Album chart, the sales weren't as successful as the previous one, with just over 70,000 units sold. Fantagio decided to release a limited version of the special EP Dream Part 2 Wish, this time capitalizing on Eunwoo's rising popularity as an actor by including a poem by him in the package along with Polaroid selfies of the boys. When it was announced, more than 10,000 units were pre-ordered, and the MV of the lead track garnered a total of more than 22 million views. After the successful releases of extended plays, they held their first concert in July, entitled Astro, a combination of Astro and Road, as they embarked on a Japanese concert tour after the 2-day concert in Seoul held at the Olympic Hall, performing in key cities in Japan, including Tokyo and Osaka, to over 16,000 attendees. During 2018, Astro stopped all their promotional activities for almost 8 months locally because of an inner dispute between top executives and shareholders at Fantagio Corp. In January 2018, the founder and CEO of Fantagio, Na Byung-jun, was fired by the major shareholders, Chinese company JC Group, and replaced by co-CEO Wei Zhai, JC Group. They deactivated all credit cards of the company executives, alleging excessive spending. They also fired the subsidiary company Fantagio's music's CEO, Wu Yang-sung, who possessed the label certificate. Under the law, this would make Fantagio illegal and the artists under their company up for grabs. The staff of the company threatened to go on strike if the previous CEO was not given back his position. However, the Chinese takeover didn't last long, as JC Group's business license was suspended and they then filed for bankruptcy. The new CEO, Wei Zhai, was arrested along with other top executives of the JC Group in China for alleged illegal fund sourcing and financial fraud. The Chinese government found that JC Group acquired large amounts of money through the public-private partnership projects, supposedly for the modernization of China's countryside. When Astro released another EP, Rise Up, it wasn't promoted by the boys because of the company's internal investigations. Nevertheless, over 70,000 units were sold, and it peaked at number 2 on Gaon Album Chart and number 5 on Billboard's World Album Chart. Despite the group's hiatus in South Korea, Rocky and the boys pushed through with their scheduled Japanese concert tour entitled Astro 2 in Japan, as tickets had already sold out. They performed in several major cities, including Osaka, Nagoya, and Tokyo in August. Astro's hiatus ended, and the group immediately returned to the music scene with its first full-length studio album, All Light. It was released in the third week of January 2019 with 10 songs, Rocky writing all the rap lines in all the songs, including in the lead track, All Night. The album sold more than 130,000 copies, making it one of the group's most successful releases, topping the Gaon Album Chart, ranking 11th on the Japanese Oricon Chart, and peaking number 6 on Billboard's World Album Chart. The comeback was also successful in the music show's top song competitions, as the lead track gave Astro its first music show win, when it competed with 2 other popular songs in the SBS MTV program, The Show. This is considered a milestone for every K-pop artist, as it's indicative of being chosen as the most popular song of the week in South Korea through voting, chart rankings, etc. In March 2019, they went on their first world tour, entitled the Second Astro Tour, Starlight. They started in Taipei on the 16th, then flew to the US and performed in Dallas, Los Angeles, New York, and San Francisco from the 19th to the 26th. They returned to Asia on the 30th and performed in Hong Kong and Bangkok. The next couple of months were spent on Japanese promotional activities as they released an EP in Japanese entitled Venus, which peaked at number 3 on the Oricon Album Chart, having sold over 30,000 copies. Before the year ended, Astro released another EP, Blue Flame, and over 133,000 units were sold, with 17 million MV views of the title track of the same name on YouTube. Due to the restrictions imposed by South Korean government because of the COVID-19 pandemic, most of Astro's live promotional activities were halted, but the release of a special single album pushed through. On the 23rd of February, the group released One and Only to celebrate Astro's 4th anniversary, which peaked at number 4 on the Gaon Album Chart. When some restrictions were lifted in May, Astro released another EP, Gateway, and the boys performed in music shows, but without a live audience, and they achieved the group's second music show win with the EP's lead track, Knock. As a thank you to their loyal fans, they held an online concert entitled 2020 Astro Live on WWW, performing their major hits, plus the first performance of their newly released digital single, No I Don't. In his personal life, Rocky is believed to be single, as no news of dating can be found anywhere in South Korea. It is also a part of the no dating policy that most entertainment companies include in the initial management contracts of their artists. The dating ban would normally end 3 to 5 years after debut, depending on the agreement between the artist and the company. During the start of his training period, his mother and younger brother moved to Seoul to live with him. His father stayed in their hometown, as his work, which would support Rocky's training, prevented him from joining them in Seoul. After a while, Rocky moved into the apartment provided by Fantagio to live with the other members of the group. He now shares an apartment with Sunha and MJ. A few other pieces of interesting information about Rocky are that aside from dancing, Rocky is also passionate about cooking. He is the resident cook of the group, and this is why they nicknamed him Chef Minhyuk. He's taken dancing lessons since he was a kid, and he can dance hip-hop as well as several other types of dance such as jazz, tap, ballet, and traditional Korean dance. His superb dancing skills earned him the title Dancing Machine, given by the staff and coaches at Fantagio Corp. K-pop world star Chung Ji-hoon, also known as Rain, is one of his role models, the one who inspired him to be a singer-dancer. In fact, if he hadn't made it as a singer, he would have been a dance instructor. Initially, he was interested in joining musical theater, but was encouraged to participate in idol training auditions. He's now acknowledged by the other members as one of the hardest working members in the group, as he continues to practice and learn new dance trends, even during rest days. Physically, Rocky is 5 feet 9 inches, or 1.76 meters tall, weighs 140 pounds, or 64 kilograms, and has a lean build. Rocky's natural hair color is black, but due to Astro's several concepts whenever they promote a new single or album, you would find him sporting a different hair color. He would also sometimes wear colored contact lenses, but revert to his natural color after the promotions are over. Finally, according to many sources, Rocky has an estimated net worth of over $2.5 million as of September 2020, although this would seem unlikely at the age of 21, despite his obvious success. Thank you for spending some time with us. Make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss another video. We also handpick these videos, which we recommend you watch next. You can talk to us on all social medias or ask a question in the comments below. Thank you for being with us, and we'll see you back tomorrow.